Hey guys, Taylor here. Thanks for joining. So we're going to take a hips and hamstrings sequence. So if you feel you hold tightness around your hips or tightness in your hamstrings, this is a perfect one for you. And we're actually going to start today on our backs. So take your time, come onto your back, and I'd like you to bend your knees, heel toe your feet as wide as your yoga mat, and let your knees knock in. So this is called constructive rest. You can place one hand on your heart, the other hand on your lower belly, and then close your eyes. Take a moment to feel the lower back heavy on the ground, your feet rooting into the mat, and your knees gently knocking into the center. So we're finding a bit of internal rotation of our hips and our thighs. Let's take 3 full breaths here. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Breathing in. And breathing out. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And then release your arms actually out to a cactus. It's like a goalpost. With your eyes open, you're going to windshield wiper your knees from side to side. So basically just letting your knees drop from one side to the other. This is a lower back release, a good therapeutic stretch for your hips as well. Let's do that a couple more times on your own. And then eventually stepping our feet back into the ground, you'll hug just your right knee into your chest and you'll let your left leg go all the way long onto the floor. Start to circle out your right ankle and point and flex. Give the ankle a little extra love, give the joint a little extra movement. And then you'll interlace your hands underneath your right thigh bone, flex your footprint up towards the sky. It can be a little or a lot. I want you to curl your right toes towards your face to intensify the hamstring stretch. If you feel like you want more challenge and more sensation, you might walk your hands a little bit higher on the leg. Find a sense of stretch that feels good for you. Breathe in. Breathe it out. Stay with me. Wherever you are, rebend your left knee and step that foot down into the floor. Hook your right ankle over and across that thigh for a figure 4 stretch. So now you're interlacing your hands underneath your left thigh. This is also called reclined pigeon pose. And squeeze the left thigh in towards your chest. Keep both legs active by flexing all 10 of your toes. Full breath in. Full breath out. And then lower the left foot, uncross, unhook, 2 feet flat on your mat. Now hug just your left knee into your chest. We're going to switch up our sides and let the bottom right leg go long. You'll circle out your ankle, give a point and flex of your foot, give the joint a little extra love. And then we'll interlace our hands under the left thigh and flex the footprint up towards the sky, activating the hamstring, curling our left toes towards our face. If this is good and you feel a lot, breathe into it and stay. If you want more sensation, you can slide your hands a bit higher up on the leg. Shoulders soft. Breathe in. Breathe out. Pause wherever you're at. Now rebend your right knee and flatten the foot to the floor. Hook your left ankle across your thigh, setting up for figure 4. Interlace your hands underneath the right thigh as you gently hug the thigh bone towards your chest. Recline pigeon pose. Breathe in. And breathe it out. Now step your right foot to the floor, unhook the left foot 2 feet flat. And now hug both of your knees into your chest and start to rock your lower back side to side like you're massaging out your sacrum, and your tailbone. And then hug underneath your thighs. Take a couple of rock and rolls up and down your spine, let's say about 2 or 3. Massaging out the spine. And on your third one, come all the way up to sit, cross at your ankles. And you're going to roll over your ankles and find your tabletop. So make that transition on your own, take your time, set yourself up for hands and knees. From here, I want you to step back with your right foot. Toe is tucked underneath you. The left toe can tuck underneath too. And from here, a calf stretch. So you're going to push your body weight forward and back. You should feel sensation in your right calf, maybe behind the knee, Achilles heel, and the arch of your right foot. And then on the next round, push more weight into your palms and lift the right leg about hip level above the floor. Bend your right knee, open up your hip, and start to circle out your right knee towards the right side of the room. So what we're doing is loosening up the hip socket. Reverse these circles, go inwards to the opposite side. You might hear a few cracks. And then tap the right kneecap down to the floor. Switch the side, step back with your left foot, toes tucked. Push some of your body weight forward and back to elongate the left hamstring, to give it a little good stretch in your calf, Achilles heel, and the arch of your foot. And then come forward into your hands, lift the left leg about hip level, bend the knee, external rotation, so open the hip, and do a couple circles out towards the left side. Bigger the circles the better to loosen up the hip socket. And then take the reverse, go in towards the right side with the knee. And then finally dropping the left kneecap down, scooting the knees wide as your mat for your first child's pose. Big toes touch, slide hips to the heels, and reach out the arms, forehead down. Breathe in. And breathe it out. Come into all fours, tabletop. Set yourself up for down dog. Tuck your toes underneath. Lift your hips up to the sky. And then start to pedal out your feet one at a time. Get a nice long stretch through your legs and your hamstrings. Breathe in. And breathe it out. Walk your feet forward towards your hands. Once you find your forward fold, you're going to separate your feet about mat distance apart just to give your hips more room to breathe. Grab hold of opposite elbows and start to sway from side to side. Let go of any tension we're holding around the shoulders or the neck. Maybe rock the head yes and no as well. Breathe in. And breathe it out. And release your hands to the floor. Roll yourself up piece by piece, all the way up. And then scoot your feet in a little closer to mountain pose so the feet are about inner hip distance apart. And bring your hands in front of your heart. With your next inhale, reach your arms to the sky, look up, and exhale, fold your body down to the floor. You can bend your knees as much as you need to. Take your halfway lift, hands to your shin bones, heart towards the front. Exhale, release your hands to the floor, step back with your left leg to a lunge. You can frame the front of your right foot. Kind of like we did in tabletop, you'll push your body weight forward and back to stretch out your back left ankle, the calf, and the back of your knee. And then from here, tap down your back left kneecap and walk your hands up to the front right thigh. So setting ourselves up for our Anjaneyasana, crescent moon lunge. Right knee about 90-degree angle, stacked on top of the ankle bone. And then stretch both of your arms to the ceiling, palms face each other. Bend the right knee a little bit more so the pelvis can draw forward. If you want to take this into a back bend, you can prayer your hands to the sky and start to lift your chin and chest. Breathe in. Release your hands down and frame the right foot. runner's lunge from here. So I want you to curl up your front right toes and slide your hips as far back as you can, a little or a lot. You can walk your hands forward to the front edge of your yoga mat as you release your head down. We're going to stay here for 3 breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Full breath in. Breath out for 2. Breathe in. And breathe out for 3. And then rebend your right knee, frame the front foot. Lift up your back thigh and you're going to turn yourself towards the left side of the wall for a wide straddle fold. All 10 toes face the same direction. You can turn your toes in a couple degrees. And then bow your head towards the floor. It doesn't have to be the biggest stretch, but you want to activate your legs. Hands down, head down. Big hamstring stretch. Breathe in. And breathe it out. From here, we're just going to turn our way towards the front of the room, finding a lunge, and stepping our way back through down dog. Plant the hands, lift the hips up to the sky, and pedal. Let's take a full breath in through the nose. HA sound through the mouth. From your down dog, take your right leg to the ceiling. Bend the knee, open up your hip, and like we did before in tabletop, take some circles through your right knee and your right ankle to loosen up your joints. And then reverse that direction, a couple circles into the left. And then from here, we're going to straighten right leg to the sky. Hug that kneecap towards your nose, round your back. Step the foot through to your lunge. Tense your fingertips as like spidey palms. Stretch your heart towards the front of the room. And then straighten your legs any amount. I want you to curl up your right toes, pull back your hips, and release the weight of the heart. We're going to stay here for 3. Breathe in. Breathe out 1. Full breath in, hug the hips together. Full breath out 2, head is heavy. Breathe in. Breathe out for 3, rebend the right knee, flat foot, step the left foot to meet it in a forward fold. Now take your peace fingers, so pointer and middle, wrap them around the big toe mounds, yogi toe lock. Then bend your knees, bend your elbows, let the weight of the skull surrender down to the floor. Inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. Then climb your hands up to your hips. Lift yourself up strong. Come all the way to stand. And mountain pose, arms to the side, shoulders down your back. So we're going to do a whole sequence on the opposite side. Bring your hands in front of your heart. Inhale, reach your arms to the sky. Look up. Exhale, fold your way down to the floor. Inhale for flat back, hands to the shins, open up the heart. Exhale, release your hands to the ground, step back with your right leg to a lunge. Frame the front of your left foot and rock your way forward and back for that little mellow right calf stretch. And then you'll tap your right knee down and climb your hands on top of the left thigh, setting yourselves up for Anjaneyasana. 90-degree bend in their left knee, kneecap aligned over the ankle. Let's take the arms to the sky, test the balance. If you want to take a deeper back bend, prayer the hands to the sky, bend the left knee a bit deeper, and tip back. Breathe in. Release your hands to the floor for runner's lunge. Curl up those left toes, slide back your hips. We'll stay here for 3. Inhale. Exhale 1. Breathe in. Exhale for 2. Full breath in. Breath out for 3, and then bend the left knee, plant the foot, lift your back thigh, turn yourself to the right direction for your wide straddle fold. All 10 toes, same side. Hands to the floor, just let your heart drop down, let your head relax. Inhale here. And exhale. Turn ourselves to the front, go nice and slow, back to where we first were. And then you'll plant your hands, push up and back through a down dog. Shake it out, wiggle it out. Take the left leg up to the sky, bend the left knee and open up your hip. Take a couple circles with your left knee out to the side of the wall. And then reverse those circles in towards the opposite side of the wall. Straighten up your left leg to the ceiling. Squeeze that left kneecap towards your nose, rounded back. Step that foot in between hands to a lunge. Tent your fingertips on the floor. Frame the front left foot. Get another hamstring stretch. We curl the left toes up. Slide back the hips, bow the heart for 3. Breathe in. Breathe out 1, shoulder soft. Inhale. Exhale 2. Breathe in. Breathe out for 3. Bend the left knee, flatten the foot, step it through, forward fold at the top. Yogi Tolak, peace fingers, wrap around the big toes, bend the joints, knees and elbows, and relax the heart. And from here, walk the hands up to your hips, root through your feet, rise all the way up through your spine, mountain pose, arms to your side. Close your eyes. Bring your hands in front of your heart to prayer. And just notice how your hips and hamstrings feel at this point. Feel the ground underneath your feet. Feel the strength and stability of your legs, absorbing the practice. And then arms by your side, open your eyes. Inhale, you'll reach your arms to the sky. Exhale, fold your way down and step your way back through downward facing dog. Let's take one last child's pose. Knees to the floor, hips back to the heels. Letting the hips and the legs absorb the stretch so far. And then walk your hands towards your knees. Swing out your legs towards the front of the room. We're going to end where we started on the back. So you can come all the way down onto your back into that constructive rest shape. Feet scoot out wide as your mat. Knees knock into touch. One hand on heart, one hand on belly. I'm going to take about a half a minute here to rest, to relax, to release. Breathing in and breathing out. And hug your knees into your chest. You'll roll your way onto one side into a fetal position, taking your time, pausing there. And then lifting yourself up to a seating posture, crossing at your ankles, closing your eyes, and bringing your hands in front of your heart. Taking a moment to honor yourself for practicing today. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. And bowing to yourself, to your practice. Namaste. Thank you guys.